Hi guys! Welcome back to Yanni's Not My Room! Ito yung CR namin dito. At alam nyo, lahat ng plano kong episode today, hindi ko masusunod. Ewan ko, merong nangangati ulit sa aking utak na parang mas gusto ko tong i-shoot today. Tingnan nyo, like yung mukha ko. Nag-makeup pa talaga ako kasi hindi ko naman naisip na sa CR ako mag-shoot. Pero kasi, ewan ko, na-excite ako sa thought ng episode na to. Kasi naman, madami nagsasuggest na gawin na to episode na to. Dahil lang nakita nyo ako na pinapakinggan ko to sa IG story. My God. May naririnig ba kayong background noise? Parang may exhaust fan na nag-go on, no? Okay, hindi ko alam kung ano yon. But anyway, today, makikinig tayo sa album ni Ate Nikki, which is ito. Nicole! Nilabas niya to noong 2022, and this bitch, hindi si Nikki. Like, itong album na to, had me in a chokehold. Like, ganon. Tapos sabi ko, okay, i-shoot ko ba siya sa sofa? Carry lang naman, pero parang mas fitting na i-shoot siya sa CR. Kasi parang habang jumijebs ako kanina, nakita ko yung bathtub. Sabi ko, oof! Parang, okay. Tapos na-excite na ako na ito yung i-shoot. Kasi ibang episode yung i-shoot ko di ba? Dapat mag-film kineso ulit ako, film me up. Yan! Pag na-move yung episode na yun, tapos hindi ko na ma-shoot, ay, lagot na talaga ako. Papakinggan natin tong album na to. Alam nyo, ang tagal ko na siyang hindi napapakinggan. Yes, mga 5 months. Kasi parang there was a time nung 2023 to 2024, I think, na itong album na to, parang hawak niya ako sa leeg talaga. Tinagalog ko lang yung had me in a chokehold Pero kasi parang, ang weird. Okay? May something about Nikki sa kung paano siya magsulat na sobrang specific nung experience na talaga iniisip ko, parehas tayo na experience. What do you mean? Like, kaibigan ba kita? Tapos kinwentuhan kita nung nangyayari sa akin? Tapos naisulat mo siya to a song? Ganon yung feeling. Tapos sobrang manghang-mangha. Like, thing namin ng friends ko tong Nicole that time. Kasi, itong album na to, like, ilang tracks to? 12 tracks. 12 kanta. Tapos parang lahat ma-experience mo. Like, it's a cycle. Hindi ko alam if dapat ba akong ma-proud at dapat ba akong matuwa na feeling ko nakarelate ako sa karamihan ng nasa album na to. Or dapat kong hindi i-share yon. Kasi like, girl, therapy. Anyway, gusto ko siya dito i-shoot sa CR. Kasi naranasan niyo na bang umiyak sa CR? Alam niyo ang pinakamasayang umiyak sa CR? Kasi syempre, well, sa Pilipinas kasi, may shower ba kami sa Pilipinas? May shower naman kami sa Pilipinas. Pero yung shower namin, alam niyo yung walang head, walang bulb. So like, poso, tapos ganun. Isang diretso lang talaga yung labas ng tubig. But a shower is a shower. Okay? Sa Pilipinas, yung CR ko sa Pilipinas, hindi naman ganito kasosyal. Wala akong bathtub para mag-drama, tapos ganito ko. Hindi ko na-experience yun. Like, sa Pilipinas, ang iyak ko, it's either yung shower na iisa lang yung direksyon ng tubig kasi walang ulo, or like tabo. Habang tumutugtog si Nikki. Kaya nung isang araw, nag-shuffle ako. Kasi guys, sa dami lang, like what I said, I am proud. And totoo yung sinasabi ko na hindi na talaga, this is not me anymore. Not me anymore. Ang dami nang nangyari sa 2025 ko. To the point, alam kong naiwan ko na tong album na to behind. Pero nung tumugtog siya, nung isang araw, kasi naka-shuffle ako, tapos parang ko, wow! Oh, that was a time. That was an era. Mayroon ako ditong AirPods. Simulan na natin. Wala akong balak pahirapan yung editor ko na mag-edit nito. Iwasan na makopyright kami. So, mag-AirPods ako. Okay? Kung gusto nyo na ma-feel nyo rin, pwede naman kayo makinig. Babasahin ko na lang yung lyrics para sa inyo. Hindi ko kakantahin. So, first track is Before. Wait lang, simula pa lang agad siya. Pakita ko sa inyo yung lyrics para alam nyo ano. You hid me in your dorm. Hello, week. Wait lang. Hindi, sige. Basta meron akong dito, inumin dito. Barbican. So, bago tayo magsimula, pwede nyo na rin kunin ko ano yung gusto nyong inumin. Tinatry ko ng tigilan mag-beer. So, just me. heart's just to you, just to barely fit on a twin-sized bed. Ala, ate Nikki! Nikki Hill! Ever met who you dated as... Okay, itong before, hindi ako masyadong, hindi ko to masyadong hindi ko to na-claim ganyan. Though may certain parts dito na, so I feel like it's about, matagal niya ng jowa yung person, tapos naghiwalay sila ng college, basta nag-fly yung person. Basta matagal lang sila nitong person na to. Pero hindi ko sure if sila ba talaga. Well, basahin natin yung lyrics kasi dala ko ng daldal eh. We're headed down, and you couldn't answer me, though you could pull me in while I brushed my teeth, and let your hands both freely speak, like I wasn't ever gonna leave. Like, itong part na to. You were all I'd ever know. Parang, ba't relate pala? View, like, distance, like it's nothing, like it's instant. And you say, let's just see where this goes. And I don't know how or... Cause I'm having the grasp that you're mine anymore. It's so cruel, things are only almost like they were before. First song pa lang. Okay. Alam, nagigets ko na yung picture ng song na to, na parang, yun nga, matagal silang may thing nitong person na to, pero not exactly like merong label or may relationship. And then, may nakilala lang yung person na yon, tas parang, wala na ako. Parang lahat na pinagsabahan natin, all out the window. Tang inanong, you were all I'd ever known. And now I'm supposed to love you from a distance, like it's nothing, like it's instant. First track, guys. First track. Kamusta tayo dyan sa Gen Ad? Okay pa? Kaya pa? Simulan na natin to. Iinumin ko na. Sarap. Okay. And I don't know how or why you seem just fine. Cause I'm having to grasp that somehow you're not mine anymore. It's so cruel how things are only almost like they were before. Alam nyo sa breakups, there is gonna be a phase na parang nakikita mo yung other person na they are doing well, ganyan. Maybe because they are doing well. Maybe because naka-move on na sila. And I feel like yun yung isa sa mga pinakamasakit na part. Kasi, what do you mean gumagapang na ako dito for my life and hinahunt ako ng memories natin and hinahunt ako ng everything that I could have done, everything na I should have done. Questions like, saan kaya ako nagkulang? Ano kaya yung mga dapat kong gawin? And then you see that person just moving forward na parang ganun lang yung kadaling bitawan. And I'm supposed to accept that. and I'm supposed to be okay with that and just watch things progress na you'll find someone. And ako ay hindi ko pa mag-grasp at all na wala na yung atin. And the only thing left for you to do is like, parang, alam, sobrang hirap ma-hunt ng nostalgia and sobrang hirap ma-hunt ng ganto. Parang I experienced in a breakup na everyday gigising ka na parang naiisip mo na ganto tayo before. Ganto tayo dati. Ganto tayo okay dati. Kaya kong sabihin lahat sa'yo dati and then in a snap, mag-change yun. Parang, ayun yung ang hirap kasi parang suddenly, wala na ako sa position to know about how your day went. Wala na ako sa position to hear about your stories. Biglang, poof. No. And mahirap yun. Tuloy tayo, like before. You could somehow finally find what you were desperately looking for. Funny how you thought that was gonna be New York with a chalkboard walls. Okay, sorry. Wait. Or was it just a 2-year practice round? Wait. First song, tang ina, bakit pa natin to ginagawa? Okay. I feel like, okay, itong part nga na to, sa kwento ni Ate Nikki, kwento niya to na itong before nga is someone, parang song to for someone na meron silang 2-year relationship and then madami kang naging pangarap na nagbago at hindi na ako nakasabay doon. And then suddenly, in this new world that you wanted to explore, you found someone and then this someone was given a real fighting chance. And pinagdamot mo sa akin yun. Like, hindi ko nakuha yung real fighting chance na yun. When you moved into this new chapter of your life, you felt like hindi na ako dapat kasama doon. And then you found someone, and maybe siya, mas fitting siya dun sa mundo na nai-envision mo for yourself right now. Alam niyo! And then yung question na, did anything ever really count? Or was I just a 2-year practice round? Okay. Full transparency. Sa part na to, feel ko hindi ako si Ate Nikki. Feel ko ako yung person dun si other end. Kasi, alam ko, nabanggit ko to dun sa isang guesting ko sa AWKP na may na-realize ako about myself. Hirap talaga akong mag-bring ng relationships or like mag-maintain ng relationships or to keep a relationship alive pag nasa transitional period ako ng buhay ko. Ang hirap talaga kasi parang ako, ewan ko, parang ang dami ko kasing gustong mangyari para sa sarili ko. Ang dami kong gustong i-explore. Feeling ko ang dami ko pang doors na hindi ino-open. Feeling ko ang dami ko pang doors na hindi nagagawa for myself. And ang dami kong pangarap and lugar na gustong puntahan. And hindi lang to sa isang relationship parang nagiging constant thing yon, nagiging pattern sa akin na when I am in a relationship, nagkakaroon ako ng gantong dilemma na bakit feeling ko na outgrow ko na tong relationship na to or bakit feeling ko hindi magsusurvive itong relationship na to habang nagmo-move ako to a new chapter of my life. I feel like, kaya nga pag sinasabi ng mga tao na relationship is a commitment, it is a commitment kasi talaga. It is, merong deliberate choice of choosing your partner and merong deliberate choice that you make kapag nasa ganong period ka ng life mo, sa mga transitional period ng buhay mo na you bring that partner along with you. And as a person, with the 3 relationships that I had, sobrang nag-i-struggle ako with that. Parang lately, na-experience ko that kinausap ako ng ex ko and then basta parang nagkaroon kami ng talk, retrograde nun. Ewan ko, natamaan talaga siguro ito yung retrograde, tas ito yung ex ko. Sorry. Hindi talaga ako nagdi-divulge ng information about my previous partners kasi nga, unlike me, hindi naman sila public people, okay? Also, sobrang personal. Pero anyway, ayun, like, I had this talk with that person. Mayroon, siguro, it's been 4 years. Tapos, sa pag-usapan namin what happened about the breakup. Tapos, bringing up niya yun. Tapos, sinabi niya na, kasi like, sobrang taas, sobrang laki talaga ng dreams mo for yourself. And siya at that time, she was just figuring things out. Bata pa naman kasi tayo, okay? Talagang hindi naman mali na you're figuring things out. And then, parang sabi ko, at that time, I felt like ang dami kong gustong i-explore na hindi ko alam if magagawa ko bang i-explore if mag-i-stay kami dun sa relationship. Tapos sabi niya, nalungkot siya dun, narinig niya yun. Sorry, wait lang! Tapos parang sabi niya, ang sad marinig na you felt like you couldn't or you wouldn't, ano ba? Like, English pa kasi, ang sad marinig na feeling mo pala hindi mo magagawa yung mga bagay na gusto mo if you stayed with me. Sinabi niya yun. And so, when it comes to this song, baka makarelate siya sa sinasabi ni Ate Nikki. Unang kanta pa lang. This is something that I learned so far sa relationships ko and when, breakups. Oftentimes, kapag tayo yung heartbroken, naiisip natin na yung other person, wala lang sa kanya yun. Lalo na pag ganito, nakikita niyo yung person na like, normal lang sa pamumuhay nila, parang tuloy-tuloy lang, tingin natin ang saya-saya nila. So, parang tayo ng heartbroken, when we watch them, iniisip natin, tayo lang yung nag-hurt. And then, nagkakaroon na ng ganitong questions na did anything ever really count? I feel like, syempre, kapag ganun na, masakit eh. Feeling natin tayo yung iniwan. So, madaling isipin sa end natin na wala lang yun. But I learned na madalas naman, nag-hurt din sila. Most likely, hindi mo lang nakikita. And actually, hindi mo na rin naman na dapat makita. Hindi mo na rin naman na dapat malaman. Kasi wala na. Okay? And hindi na, baka mabigyan ka pa ng false hope na, nasasaktan ka pala. Nasasaktan ka rin pala. Bakit hindi ka na bumalik sa akin? Na-experience ko na yung katangahang yun. But, syempre kapag gantong breakup, sobrang daling i-paint yung mga ex natin as codeless. May certain situations lang okay. Meron talaga mga situation na kapag yung may cheating, kapag hindi ka naman talaga minahal, iba yun. Pero, may situations din na nag-hurt din naman yung other person. Like, that person is also a human being. Okay? Minahal ka rin naman ng taong yun. May pakiramdam naman siguro yung taong yun din. And just because you don't see them hurting the way that you do, doesn't mean na hindi na sila nag-hurt at all. Again, may exception. Okay? Hindi ko sinasama dito yung mga cheaters. Fuck them. First song! Ano ba to? Diyos ko po. Ayun, yung they say we were something too bad, we were children. Kasi bata pa tayo that time. Wala lang, ba't ko yung sinabi? Wala, ewan ko. Kasi syempre, yun nabanggit yung conversation kanina. Parehas kaming young. Okay? We were young. But just because we were young doesn't mean hindi totoo yung love na yun. We made decisions. Yun lang. And I don't know how alright, you seem just fine. Cause I'm heading at you and God knows you're that is also something. Because I'm looking at you and God knows you are not mine anymore. Na-experience nyo na ba yun? I experienced that. Alam mo yung parang titignan mo na lang yung person na yun and then realize na, I cannot hold you the way that I used to hold you. Tama ba yung grammar? I cannot hold you anymore the way that I used to. Yun na lang. Masakit yun. The way we were before. Like they were before. It's almost just like, okay. Next song ay Milk Teeth. Nakasave siya sa akin. Pero parang hindi ko maalala na paulit-ulit ko siyang pinapakinggan. Pero nakasave siya sa akin. Titignan natin ha. Kasi nakasave ba siya sa like songs? Okay. Minsan kasi nakasave siya sa playlist. At kapag nakasave siya sa playlist, doon ako okay. Okay, basahin natin to. Keep that kicks. Just get breakfast. What if I'm your food? So little. Ang lungkot ni Ate Nikki! Ano kayo pinagdadaanan niya nung sinusulat niya to? Am I at your disposal? Kumakanta pa siya. Sorry. I tell you yung lyrics, but I know I'm only the hostel till there's a house that you like. Hindi ko alam kung anong sasabihin ko doon. Pero ako, personally, I never felt na, alam niyo yung, never ba talaga? Okay. Ewan ko, personally, never ko pa hindi ko maalala, never ko pang na-feel na parang, okay, alam ko na hindi ka sa akin, puta. Sorry, naalala ko na. Na-feel ko pala siya. Alam mo yung parang feeling na, okay, alam kong hindi ako yung person na ini-envision mo to be with long term. Feeling ko hindi yun exactly yung naramdaman ko. Ang naramdaman ko that time is, I know na you have so much to learn. I know na I have so much to learn also. I know na ang dami mo pang gustong i-explore. And being with me will hold you back. Would hold you back. Can hold you back. May hold you back. Might hold you back. Ewan, siguro, okay, so naranasan ko na pala yung maging nasa both sides of the spectrum. Pang ilang beses ko na nabanggit yung spectrum na yan sa podcast na to. Pero naranasan ko na pala yun, yung person who leaves kasi they feel like they wanted to explore a lot on their own, and yung person na left because that the other person wants to explore a lot on their own. And madalas, and nung time na ako yung nasa receiving end nung pag-alis, ako yung parang person na, feel ko, hindi mo na ako isasama sa next chapter. Actually, hindi ako super naging masakit, pero feeling ko hindi ko siya masyadong dinibdib. And feel ko yung reason is because as a person, ganun din siguro ako na pattern ko nga siya. May pattern nga ako of like, baka meron pa akong dapat i-pursue na mga bagay na hindi relationship natin. Aywan! Itong line na to, what if when you're fully awake, you come to your senses? Naranasan ko naman yung fear na yun talaga, na parang, fuck, what if like one day talaga ma-realize mo na it's not me, like sa growth na gusto mong i-pursue, hindi ako makakasama doon? Or like, dito sa journey na to, lesson lang talaga ako. Na-experience ko, na-feel ko naman yung fear na yon. But, nung na-feel ko yung fear na yon, feeling ko mas nangibabaw talaga yung, okay, if that's what you feel, gugustuhin ko na you go on. Piliin mo yon. Gets. And, madalas sa relationships, secured ako. Madalas, okay? Kapag yung relationship ay feel ko secured ako, wala akong reason to feel doubts. So, kapag nararamdaman ko na sa isang relationship insecure ako and nafe-feel ko na unstable siya, alam kong may mali. Alam kong, Pero yung out of, like, kung walang reason for me to feel this way, hindi ko siya mafe-feel. Ganun ako as a person. Okay. This love's better than you, born so wide. So why are you really anxious to leave? Okay, now I remember. Naalala ko na kung bakit ako nag-resonate sa kantang to. Okay. Ano siya? I feel like itong song na to is parang nagsisimula pa lang tayo sa relationship natin eh. It shouldn't be this unstable. Kasi nga guys, ang relationships ay, may honeymoon phase, di ba? Kapag nandun pa lang kayo sa honeymoon phase, tas ang dami ng questions and doubts, medyo nakakatakot na siya. So, ayan, experience ko siya. Tapos, because milk teeth, tama ba ako ng pagkakaintindi? Ang milk teeth ay yung parang baby teeth, right? Right, ito yung like parang yung teeth na parang, yung meron tayo nung bata tayo, tapos hindi naman talaga permanent. Yung mapapalitan pa pag natanggal. Ganun. So, yun. This love's but a newborn, so why does it bite? I feel like, ayun, so, it hasn't even lost all its milk teeth. Nasa honeymoon, like, masaya pa tayo dapat at this point. Hindi siya dapat ganito ka-clouded ng anxiety and doubts. For me, if ganun yung nafe-feel nyo sa relationship nyo, guys, early on, if ang dami ng tanong and insecure, I think that's enough to tell you na, this relationship is not gonna go well. Mahirap yung tanggapin. Lalo na if like, gustong-gusto mo talaga yung person and you wanted to make it work with them. Pero minsan kailangan natin tanggapin na madami pang dapat matutunan ng mga tao, and sometimes hindi wala tayo doon. Ikaw ay isang character lang doon. Ang corny nun. Sinabi ko, ikaw isang character lang doon. If there is something that I also learned sa mga gantong relationships na ang rocky sa simula, awan ko, when I experienced this, hindi ko rin talaga masisi yung other person. Hindi naman sa nagalit ako sa other person for feeling this way, na bakit parang unstable, bakit ang daming questions, bakit ang parang hindi ka sigurado dito. Ewan ko, kapag na-experience nyo to, baka masyado lang talaga akong empath. Hindi. It's nothing personal. It's not. Sometimes we have to accept na madami pa talagang gustong pagdaanan and i-discover yung person na yon about themselves, and minsan being in a relationship is not gonna help that growth. English pa kasi. Hindi ko rin kasi matagalog, okay? Next tayo. Wait lang. Autumn na. Oy. Autumn na. Okay. Kaya natin to. Okay. Play. Into your rib cage. I'll be free. Oh, what darling did you mean? Darling, did you mean free from me? Feeling ko habang sinusulat ni Nikki, nag-aapoy yung pen niya. Promise home. Can I never known. Hindi ko mapigilan kumanta. Video okay. But here we are, skin and flesh and beating hearts. And I'm wondering what hell went wrong. Ano ba? Mali pa yung... Sorry guys. He said, let's make ourselves our own. Hindi lang kakanta. Played. Oh, but darling, did you see the cuts from which I bleed? It's me you've slain. Okay. I feel like itong sa autumn, compared to Milk Teeth, yung Milk Teeth ay relationship na nag-start with so much anxiety. Itong autumn is more of, like, ang passionate nung start. Ang passionate nyo with the relationship and confident ka na mahal natin ang isa't isa, confident tayo. Na-feel kong pantay tayo eh. So like, what happened? What's going on? What did I miss? Saan tayo natapilok? Parang feel ko ganun yung vibe ng autumn. I didn't obliterate these walls for you to come and raid my home. And here you are right next to me. Ironically, I've never felt more alone. Okay. Like what I said, yung vibe ng song na to is mahal niyo naman talaga yung isa't isa. So like, what went wrong? What is happening right now? I think ganun naman talaga sa relationships eh. Feel ko kahit mahal natin ang isa't isa, may risk talaga na dadating sa gantong point na anong nangyayari. Minsan, alam niyo, sinabi nila na hindi talaga enough ang love to keep a relationship going. Kasi oo, mahal natin ang isa't isa. Yes! Pero, like, madaming mga mangyayari, madaming factors, madaming circumstances na may encounter na kapag hindi nyo na-survive, hindi enough ang love to keep that relationship going. And here you are right next to me, ironically, I've never felt more alone. Have you ever felt lonely in a relationship? That is one of the shittiest feelings, actually, na parang, kapag nasa relationship ka kasi, you're not supposed to feel that way. Kasi nga, hindi ako, relationship nga eh, dalawa nga tayong andito eh. Tapos feel ko mag-isa ako, feel ko I am isolated, or feel ko ang lonely ko. Sobrang, ang ano nun sa feeling. And madalas din kasi, hindi rin naman siguro sadya ng other person. Madalas hindi naman nila intention. Mahal ka naman nila, pero yun nga, hindi kasi yun enough. Sa relationships, like what I said before, it's a commitment and oo, andyan yung pagmamahal, it has to be on the table. Pero effort, consistency, ang dami to keep that love going na munit ibuhos. Okay. I fell for you faster than I fell apart. For letting I ripped my heart out and put it in your hands in hopes that we'd put up a fight. Wala ako sa tone. Stop trying. Hindi ko alam, ipinitigil ko kasi may sasabihin ako. Wait lang. Hindi, sige, tuloy na natin to. How do we stay afloat? Okay. Oh my God. When do I let go? Bago tayo tumuloy sa one of the best bridges that I've heard, I feel like ito, tinuloy, yun nga, sobrang passionate nung love. But then again, may mga ganun talagang relationships na mahal niyo talaga yung isa't isa, pero darating kayo dun sa point na hindi na enough yung love na yon. At dahil mahal niyo yung isa't isa, may hirapan kayong tanggapin na parang oras na to stop. Parang DNR na to. Do not resuscitate. Ang hirap tanggapin kapag dumating kayo sa point na break up na yung option. na maybe marami ng bagay na nangyari dun sa relationship nyo na nagpatong-patong and hindi na siya mariresolve ng ganun kadali and you need time apart permanently. No one knows. Masakit talaga yon. Kasi, yun yung parang, so, I ripped my heart out and put it in your hands. Feeling ko nasa English class ako ngayon. Tapos, alam niyo yung nagdadissect kayo ng mga poem. Tapos yung meaning behind it. Ganun yung feeling right now. I ripped my heart out and put it in your hands. Talagang buong pagkatao ko binigay ko. Sobrang passionate ng love na to. Ganto kita kamahal. Sobrang enormous ng love ko for you. But, anong nangyayari? Like, ang hirap lunukin, guys. Kasi, alam nyo madalas, sa mga gantong, sa mga relationship, feel ko naman, alam naman ng mga taong nandun sa relationship when the relationship is about to end. May gut feeling naman yung mga tao kapag parang hindi na to nag-work. And yung feeling na yon leading to that breakup, na parang dinadrag nyo na lang yung relationship nyo, yun yung pinakamahirap. Kasi, makikita nyo na parehas kayo nagtatry, pero hindi na siya umuubra. Okay. Ito na yung best bridge, everyone. Everyone, let's all stand up. Feeling ko pa ako lang yung kita nyo. Okay. All you do is blindside me. It's hard to be brave, but when night cuts into the day, it's your love I crave. You know all my dreams, you were once, so it seems, but I love you, but with you it's heartache I breathe. And you gave it your all, just with everything you took from me. Oh my love, is this the end for us? Maybe we've had enough. I think yun yung autumn. Parang, yun talaga yung kantang palid na to the breakup. It takes courage, guys, to accept when a relationship is no longer working. Ibang tapang din naman yung pagtanggap na, okay, we have to let go. Wala na to. Kasi the more that you hold on, the more na masakit siya. Ang OA. Okay, next tayo. On the drive home. Keep your eyes on the road. Cause when I stare, all I see is to... Didighay ako, pasensya na. Maybe it's all my fault. So quiet. Sorry, like may nag-pop up na memory in my mind. I was literally in the same situation na parang... tahimik ka. Okay. Haba nito. Maybe hindi ko to favorite. So wala akong masabi. Guys, magagalit ba kayo sa akin kung i-skip ko yon? I-skip ko na muna to. Feeling ko hindi ko siya masyadong, wala akong masabi about it. Huwag niyo ako ibaba siya, puta. Okay. Next tayo. Okay, ito, the apartment we won't share. Whatever! Okay. The apartment we won't share. Wonder what sad wife lives there. Have the windows decipher their stairs. Bricks in the walls not to hide the affairs. The dog we won't have is now I will not choose. The daughter we won't raise still waits for you. I won't be is the one that's yours. I hope you surely find for lungkot ng I hope you surely find what you long for. Okay. Of course, the apartment we won't share. I think itong kantang to is about, kasi kapag nasa relationship kayo, hindi nyo may iwasan magplano ng mga bagay-bagay together. Okay? Okay. Para sa relationship kayo, isipin nyo, oh, ito yung apartment na kukunin natin. Ganito yung bahay. Alam nyo, okay. Hindi ko naman na-experience yung mag-usap na ilang anak gusto mo. Dahil hindi naman ako nagkakaroon ng, wala pa ako experience na, basta, ayoko ng anak. Okay? So, na-experience ko yung mga aso, yung mga pets. Okay, ano kayang kukunin? Ganito, ganyan. Sa apartment, yung like, magplano lang kayo kung ano yung magiging itsura, gagawa kayo ng Pinterest board, kung ano yung magiging itsura ng apartment nyo. Tapos bigla kayo magbe-break. And so, lahat ng plans nyo, wala na yun. It's not gonna, hindi na yun mangyayari. But I feel like with this song naman kasi, eto, like, the apartment we won't share, I wonder what sad wife lives there. Meron siyang acknowledgement na if ever man nga natuloy yung apartment and nag-push through tayo with, if ever man nag-push through tayo with the relationship and sabihin natin kumuha tayo ng apartment, we are so dysfunctional. Ayun. Like, the relationship is so dysfunctional at that point na hindi rin naman tayo magiging masaya. And so, I feel like itong The Apartment We Won't Share is more of, na parang nag-recollect na, okay, ito yung mga plans natin na hindi na matutuloy. But also, at the same time, it's for the better. The story we won't tell is my greatest fantasy. The passion I won't feel again isn't lost on me. Son you never wanted is there on your father. It's probably for the best. Naranasan niyo na ba mag-live-in? Hindi ko pa kasi naranasan mag-live-in. Almost. Oh my God. Almost. I did. And I feel like siguro yung mga naranasan mag-live-in with their partners, baka ito yung song nila kasi, alam niyo, I can't imagine na magli-live-in tas mag-end. I feel like yun ang isa sa mga pinakamasakit na gagawin mo siguro. Kasi, ang dami ko nakikita ganun TikTok. Alam niyo yung parang nag-break yung friend namin naka-live-in and so tutulungan namin siya maghakot. Kasi, alam niyo yung parang magbubuhat ka ng mga gamit mo and then after nyung matapos maghakot, mapapatingin ka doon sa bahay na yon and then realize na that will be probably the last time na makikita mo yon or like andun ka sa space na yon. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Good kasi minsan talaga may mga space na kailangan nating iwan kasi it reminds you of so much. Kasi madami kayo na buong memories doon. And so, leaving that space, merong feeling na, okay, I can start over again. Ano yun? Like, very liberating sa pakiramdam. Sometimes it's bad kasi maybe like hindi mo talaga gusto mag-end yung relationship but you have to leave. And then you'll miss so much of that space na baka for quite a while naging place of comfort for you, naging home mo, safe space mo, and you have to leave it. So, nakikita ko ba yung sarili ko na makikipag-live-in? Nakikita ko ba yung sarili ko na makikipag-live-in with a partner? Siguro, in the future, pero kasi very firm ako mga te, na if ever makikipag-live-in ako with someone, gusto ko na meron akong separate na room. Ewan ko, feeling ko gusto ko talaga ng space for myself. And so, hindi ako inclined to think na parang gusto ko makipag-live-in. Kasi kapag naiisip ko, parang gusto ko ng sariling space. Gusto ko ng sariling apartment. Gusto ko yung ako muna. Rather than, okay, live-in tayo. Yeah. Not what I wanted, but what we need. Yep. And I'm in tao na iba yung amat sa kanila ng kantang to. Pero for me kasi it's not as heartbreaking as what people feel about it, about this song. Hindi ito yung kantang kapag narinig ko para ako, hindi eh. Hindi. Like, parang kailong. Pag narinig ko siya parang, kailong. Okay. Maybe because as a person, sobrang importante sa akin ng personal space. Kaya, baka kaya hindi ako very big on, yung apartment na sana tayong dalawa yung nakatira. Kasi guys, kahit habang nasa relationship ako, ang ina-envision ko is apartment for myself. So, baka ako lang din talaga as a person. Next song. Keeping tabs. Isa to sa mga favorite ko. Sorry. You left without saying goodbye. Fuck, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I wish I did it, but regrettably I entirely understand why you do it. Take one step forward and two jumps back. Cul-de-sac, Some cursed part of me wants to be cornered right into it, even if we crack. You left too early and you arrived too late, just in time to be a huge mistake. So well, and I wish you far away. It was never there, say it till I believe it. Hey. Okay, pinawas ko. I feel like itong keeping tabs ay maybe yung relationship hindi pa ganun kaseryoso. Yes, parang nag-i-start pa lang kayo, sobrang invested mo, pero invested ka dun sa relationship. You really like this person so much, tapos biglang hindi nag-progress yung relationship. Either ginost ka or manang, ano nangyari? Sobrang favorite ko talaga to kasi sobrang tapos parang nung time na sobrang like yung time na ito yung anthem ko ay because nasa situationship ako that time tapos nag-end yung situationship gusto mo yung person so wala kang magawa kundi like ano kayang ginagawa mo pasilip sa IG story mo kasi hanggang dun ka na lang okay so yun yung keeping tabs on. I never met you, you are the worst thing that I'm still keeping tabs on for some stupid reason. You were being nice, now I fully believe you're out there somewhere also keeping tabs on how I might be feeling. I keep on believing you care and you're willing to. I don't even know you. Okay, syempre nung mga time na yun, hanggang story ka lang, tingin ka lang, nakakaburyo kaya, okay? Nakakaburyo kaya magkaroon ng person na gusto mong alamin kung anong ginagawa nila. Kasi wala ka ng access to that. Again, kaya siguro fun to kasi hindi pa siya like, the relationship is not that deep. Hindi pa siya parang autumn levels. Hindi pa tayo nagkakasakitan. It was a relationship na budding and then may potential for a great connection tapos biglang hindi nag-go somewhere. So, alam nyo, kaya, ewan ko, feeling ko yung mga relationships na ganun, kaya nga ang dami rin talagang nadadali sa almost na relationship or sa situationship or like, yun nga, almost, kaya mas malakas yung tama ng ganun at saka kaya mas mahirap mag-move on sa mga ganong relationships. Kasi nga, hindi siya nag-progress. So, merong potential na hindi nyo na-hone into something. Like, may potential na parang hindi nyo nakita kung saan siya pwede pumunta. Ganyan. Kaya sobrang panghihinayang at kaya mas mahirap mag-move on. At kaya mas malaki yung need na mag-keep ka ng tabs on them. And then, mas malakas yung pangangailangan na magdasal na parang sana ini-stalk mo rin ako. Sana iniisip mo rin kung ano kayang pinost ko sa IG story. Sana gusto mo kung sana iniisip mo kung, or ito, sobrang specific na to. Sana chine-check mo din sa Spotify kung ano yung pinapakinggan kong kanta. Only the real ones know. If you know, you know, guys. Ang stalking, hindi lang siya basta nasa Instagram. No. The real work happens sa Spotify. The real work happens here, okay? Ano yung pinapakinggan niya kanta? Okay. Sad imagined fantasy of who you could be. The reality is you. I know that personality test. All of the data become amusing at best. But it could never work because I'm anytime for Aquarius. You say the wrong thing every time you talk. The red flag with the alarm sound off. Glad our paths didn't cross. I'm so glad I say it till I believe it. Like, kasi syempre kung mga ganitong relationship, like, hahanapin mo yung mali. Kasi nga parang, okay, hindi nag-work. Maybe it's for the best. But hindi mo ma-overlook yung, fuck, ano kaya nangyari if trinay natin? Ano kaya nangyari if nagtuloy-tuloy? Ayoko na ng situationships. Unless, pero kasi nakaka-excite yung gantong feeling, nakaka-excite mabaliw. That sounds insane. Ba't kayo sinabi? Therapy, te. Ewan na. Minsan kasi nakakamiss yung thrill, nakakamiss yung pining, nakakamiss yung maghabol a bit. Na ano nang ginagawa mo? Yung magkaroon ng gantong curiosity about someone. Aminin nyo na, okay? Hindi, toxic ba yung pakinggan? Hindi naman siguro yung toxic pakinggan. Nakakamiss naman talaga yung start ng relationships. Potential relationships. Yung gantong crush, hindi na kasi to happy crush eh. Beyond siya ng happy crush, pa-situationship nga. It's either, basta hindi siya, Ito yung happy crush, ito yung serious relationship. Para siyang nandito. You miss me too. I need to get over. I need to get over you. Favorite ko tong kantang to. Okay, High School in Jakarta na. Itong High School in Jakarta, it's a very specific song. Kasi I feel like experience to ni Nicki of a high school love, high school relationship. Wala akong masasabi sa kanya actually. Gusto ko yung kantang to, pero I think okay lang naman i-skip siguro. Okay. Ay, yo. Back burner na, guys. Are you ready? Kids, ready na ba kayo makita si Jollibee? Okay. Itong back burner. Kasi si Nicki, kung bakit niya pa inungkat tong word na to. Aminin nyo, hindi naman natin alam yung word na back burner bago pa, like, before gumawa si Nicki ng kanta about it. So, ang meaning ng back burner ay, alam ko yung meaning, pero basahin ko yung literal meaning sa inyo. Back burner, postpone consideration or of or action on. Basically, like, ano ka? Like, worse than second option. Option ka lang. And worse, ganon. Hindi talaga ikaw yung priority, hindi ikaw yung unang maiisip, hindi ikaw yung top one choice. Right. Kumbaga sa Miss Universe, tas may mga awards. Yung dating Miss Universe, nung hindi pa humihiwala yung Miss Universe as their own, may nag-a-award ng Bilibining Pilipinas. Miss Universe, Miss Grand International, Miss Supranational, Miss Earth, ganyan. Lahat may award, tas ikaw yung first runner-up. parang ganon. Parang ganon yung back burner. Okay. I can't lie, it feels nice that you're calling. As long as we keep talking. Yeah, you gotta admit the history's kind of unmatched. Asian Calvinism. Get out of that. And whether we're free will or predestined, clearly I've not learned my lesson even now. Good dogs are dead to me the way you should be too, but you bring along with how much I fucking miss you. Okay. Bago tayo gawin ng chorus, ang mga back burner ay ito yung mga tao na okay lang magsettle for like less than the bare minimum. Okay? Hindi bare minimum eh. Mas mababa pa sa bare minimum. The bar is in hell. Ganon. And okay, magsisettle ka with what that person can give. Kasi, ganun mo kamahal or ganun mo kagusto yung person na yon. Parang siya, unhealthy attachment siya. And I feel like kapag back burner ka, ito yung sobrang baba ng self-esteem mo na magsisettle ka for that. Na-experience ko na ba maging back burner? Yes, unfortunately. Nasabihan na rin ako though na ako yun ang back burner. Pero parang hindi ko magets. Basta, ito yung parang you don't wanna ask for more. You feel like you can't ask for more kasi if you do, alam mo yung sagot. Alam mo na ang sagot ay hindi ikaw. And maybe kapag nagtanong ka or nagdemand ka, mas lumayo sila sa'yo. So, okay ka na sa kung anong binibigay sa'yo. Okay ka na ganito ka lang. Dito ka lang. Yun yung back burner. Just not better than this, I haven't tried. Maybe life's just romantic when I don't want. You think I'd be a fast learner, but guess I won't ever mind crisping up on your back burner. Ito yung ito yung like, akala ko ang tali-talino kong tao. Pero pagdating sa'yo, ewan ko na, bobobo ako. Ganon. Matalino akong tao eh. Tingin ko, okay akong tao eh. Pero pag sa'yo, tangay na kahit ganon lang ibigay mo sa akin, okay lang. Okay. It's pathetic, but at least you are to. Tay lang daw kayo, te. What to do? I don't like anyone except sometimes you. And now you're sounding like a hurt puppy. You look ugly when you cry, but I'm the one you think to call. How can you feel lucky and appalled at the same time? After everything you put me through, I somehow still believe in you. Girly pop, stand up. Stand up! Okay. Ang kapal lang na mukha ko. I've been there. Okay? Hindi na para mahusga ng mga taong ganto. Ako rin naman, experience ko rin naman yun. Grabe yung parang, alam mo yung kahit magkwento yung taong yun about another person, kahit, sige sabihin mo sa akin na interested ka sa person na to and stop and all, kahit alam ko masakit, okay lang, at least ako yung tinawagan mo. Hindi ka lang nakadapa sa sahig, te. Nakabaon ka sa sahig. nandun ka 6 feet underground. Sobra, down bad. Hindi nga down bad, like down worst. Therapy, therapy. Okay. But in a week or so, you'll fade away again. And I wish that, hey, are you still there? Alam niyo yung line na yung, hey, are you still there? Like, itong line na to, I think, yun yung parang, oh, grabe. You have these thoughts in your mind na, alam ko, after nito, once maging okay ka, i-discard mo na lang ako ng basta-basta. Alam ko na you like to keep me here kasi meron kang nakukuha from me na maybe yung comfort and validation and presence. Alam ko na hanggang dun lang ako, probably. Masakit yon, alam kong mali yon. Hey, nandiyan ka pa ba? Okay, good. Ayoko na makarelate sa kantang to ever. Honestly, wag na please. Na-experience ko siya. And yun na yun. Enough. Enough na lang ma-experience mo siya once. Hindi ko na siya gagawin ulit sa sarili ko. Guys, minsan, kailangan, you have to love yourself a little more. Kaya, kahit sinong tao, hindi deserve maganto. Alam nyo, okay, iniisip ko rin kung ano yung, like, ano yung thought process ng mga taong nang babackburn her. Parang, sobrang duwag mo to push. Like, you have this person na okay ka, pero sobrang, hindi mo sila mahal enough to pursue something. It's either hindi mo sila mahal enough to pursue something, or sobrang duwag mo. Duwag ka to pursue something with that person, and so, ayaw mo mag-cross na nung boundary na yon. Pero, binibigyan mo sila ng things to hold on to. Okay? Pero minsan din kasi guys, itong mga backburner, and itong kantang to, meron kasing self-awareness tong kantang to, okay? Para siyang aware ako na ganito ako tanga, and aware ako na ganito ako ka-down bad for you, I know it's my fault. May acknowledgement naman, may self-awareness naman, pero what I learned about this is, madalas yung mga situations na we find ourselves in, more often than not, tayo yung naglagay sa sarili natin sa sitwasyon na yun. Okay? Choices. Gaya ng kung paano naging aware yung backburner siya. Aware siya kasi siya yung naglagay sa sarili niya sa sitwasyon na yun. And minsan kapag nakakita ako ng ganito, nakakakita ako ng ganito, akala mo hindi niya na-experience. Pero kapag narinig ko na may ganito yung friends ko, syempre sabihin ko, hey girl, stand up, you deserve better than that. Pero kapag hindi sila umalis doon sa sitwasyon na yun, wala ka talaga magagawa eh. Alam nyo, backburnering won't stop unless you decide to do so. I thought I was a fast learner. But yes, wait lang, bago tayo mag-move sa isa sa mga pinaka-favorite kong lines sa kahit anong kanta. Ito. Because maybe you'll finally choose me after you've had more time. Para sa mga naging backburner. Sa mga sister ko dyan, me too, me included, ako magsasabi nito, alam ko, na deep inside kapag nasa gantong situation kayo, or tayo, pag nasa gantong situation tayo, alam natin na ang sagot ay hindi. May hope, okay? Mag-hope ka na maybe someday pipiliin mo ako. Maybe that day will come. Maybe you look sa direction ko and then finally decide na ako yung person for you. Pero deep inside, alam natin hindi. Alam nating ang sagot, no, never, yeah, no. Para siyang si Carson. Si Carson at si Dio. Kasi, kung alam natin na may chance, hindi naman tayo magsisettle for that. Alam natin na ang sagot ay hindi. Kaya nga dahil ang sagot ay hindi at ayaw natin silang mawala, magsisettle tayo for that. Okay, ito na yung favorite kong line. Wait lang. Okay. Maybe I blame my mother bleeding into my stride. Maybe it was my father Just wondering. It's their fault that I always be in your corner because I don't feel alive till I'm... Sorry. Nilagay ko siya dito dahil baka gusto ko pang... Oh. Uy, may lumalabas na tubig, gago. May lumalabas na tubig. Okay, oh my God. Yun yung totoong... Talagang ganun si Nikki. Tapos ginagawa niya ang isa sa mga pinakamagandang line na narinig ko. Maybe I blame my mother beating into my stride. Maybe it was my father and his wandering eyes. Para sa mga listeners ko na merong sobrang perfect at masayang pamilya, maaari na po muna kayong lumabas. Maaari muna kayong pumikit. Okay, without getting too personal. Okay ang pamilya ko, okay? Masaya ang pamilya ko. Pero, the girls who get it. Alam niyo yun, madidiscuss ko rin to sa discussion. Masasabi ko to sa next episode, which is yung sa film na dapat itong episode na to, pero inuna ko si Nikki. Na may line sa Materialists kasi. Sinabi doon ni Lucy, ni Dakota Johnson, we emulate the way our parents love. Feel ko tayo as people, malaking part ng pagkatao natin, how we respond to situations, how we build our relationships, how we treat ourselves. Self-esteem natin, malaking part nun ay sa kung paano tayo lumaki, sa household that we grew up in, sa kung paano tayo trinate ng parents natin, and sa kung ano yung nakita natin sa parents natin. Promise. Yung mga friends ko na talagang happy family, paglaki nila, they are so kind sila. Iba yung pagtingin nila sa love and sa relationships. And sa mga kaibigan ko, personally na parang nakaka-witness ng ang daming pagsubok sa pamilya. Ang daming mong patterns na you'll have to break away or break free from. Ang dami mong patterns na need mong i-unlearn. I-build mo talaga yung self-esteem, kung gaano mo kamahal yung sarili mo from the ground. Kapag nasa ganung household ka lumaki. Okay, again, hindi ko sinasabing sobrang dysfunctional ng family ko, but had a fair share. So, parang, yung line na yun, ang amazing niya to me, kasi, ewan ko, this is what I said about how Nikki writes her songs na sobrang specific. Kasi, nung nilagay ko yun sa IG story, yung line talaga yun, those are things that you tell your therapist. Parang, ganito po kasi ako lumaki. Ganito po yung nakita ko sa nanay at sa tatay ko, kaya po ganito ako sa relationships ko. Parang, mayroon talaga siyang connection, sis. And so, if makikita mo yung mother mo na paulit-ulit magpapatawad and magsisettle for, like, bare minimum, unconsciously, makukuha mo yun. Na parang, okay, nagawa siya ng mom ko, baka kailangan ganun din yung gawin ko to keep the people that I love in my life. So, parang, and so, if kanya makakita ka rin, maybe it was my father and his wandering eyes. Alam niyo kahit sabihin niyo, hate ko yung ganyan, hate ko yung, kung paano yung parents ko, hindi ko yan uulitin, never ko na yung gagawin. Kahit ilang beses mong sabihin yon, marirealize mo na that is also easier said than done. Mas madaling sabihin na, no, hindi ako magsisettle for ganito kasi ganito yung nakita ko siya. And then, boom, bigla kang aanuhin ng universe kasi magpapadala sila ng person sa buhay mo. Like, the exact same person na sabi mong iiwasan mo. And then, ang challenge doon ay, paano ka magbe-break free from that cycle? Yes. Pag ganun kasi feeling ko, kapag na-witness mo yung isang parent mo, hindi lang father, okay? Kapag na-witness mo yung isang parent mo na mag-engage sa infidelity, manloko, ganyan, somehow, deep down, may isip mo na baka normal yon na part ng relationships, na maybe okay lang yon. Lalo na if yung parent na yon ay like, di ba, nakagawa siya ng mali. Sabi natin, nag-cheat, infidelity, ganyan, naloko. And then, nung pinatawad, okay naman talaga sila as a parent. Parang, mahal mo talaga sila. Meron kang love for them kahit ano yung mistake na nagawa nila. And because nakita mo na okay talaga sila as a person and probably nagbago sila, sa relationships mo, pwedeng bound ka to repeat that mistake na, well, okay naman kasi yung nanay or tatay ko na nagawa niya to eh. So maybe magiging okay ka rin kapag binatawad kita. May mga ganon. Kaya kapag nakikita mo na, kapag dysfunctional yung relationship ng parents mo, hindi mo masisisi kung yung self-esteem mo rin ay mababa. Kasi, paano ka magkakaroon ng so much love for yourself if growing up, hindi mo naman nakita yung love na yun from the adults around you. So, it takes a lot of work, actually. Okay, alam niyo, isa pang interesting topic ang cheating eh. Ang cheating and ang infidelity sa marriages. Kasi, okay, hindi ko ina-excuse ang cheating. Okay? Never. Never talaga. Pero it's not the worst thing that a person can do in a relationship. Yun lang. Doon ko na lang iiwan yun. For another, For another kinasa na yun. Baka pag clinip nyo yun, tapos ikalat nyo yun without context, makaka-cancel ako, te. Tuloy na tayo, te. And I know that it's sad that I settle for the back burner. Won't ever mind crisping up on your back burner. So think of me. Okay. Bago tayo mag-move sa next song, para sa mga sisi ko na still there, still here, I feel like I understand it. I understand loving a person that much na you'd settle for what they can give, even if wala naman talaga silang binibigay sa'yo at all. Pero, ako na, you have to hear this, na walang relationship at walang tao ang worthy enough para i-lower mo yung sarili mo ng ganun. Even if you think hindi mo deserve ng love, hindi yun totoo. Okay? Walang taong deserve. Wala. Okay? Na-learn ko na parang the moment that we accept na we are deserving of love and the moment na we make better choices, even if it's hard para sa sarili natin, that's the moment na magka-come in sa buhay natin yung mga relationships na good and healthy for us. Madalas kasi naiisip natin, bakit ganito yung mga taong dumadating sa buhay ko? Bakit puro toxic? Bakit ganito yung ginagawa sa akin? Bakit puro cheater? Minsan malaking reason is because hinahayaan natin na ganun yung mga taong tinatanggap natin sa buhay natin. And so, it's malaking step and sobrang helpful na step kapag ma-acknowledge mo na, okay, I deserve better than this. If merong bagong person na darating sa buhay mo, tapos makita mo na yung signs early on, tapos ma-feel mo na, okay, hindi ito yung gusto ko para sa sarili ko. And have the courage to walk away, yun te. Trust na better relationships will come the moment na you stop accepting things na less than what you deserve. Nahirapan akong i-crack yung sentence na yun. Tangin na. Okay. Next tayo. Wait. Insane Run. Magkakasunod yun? Okay, magkakasunod. Ay, naka-shuffle pala ako, gaga. Sorry guys, naka-shuffle pala ako. Kaya pala hindi sunod-sunod. Sorry everyone. Okay, disable ko na yung shuffle. Facebook friends na tayo. Magkakasunod yung keeping tabs, back burner at Facebook friends sa shuffle ko. Gago to ah. Isang song na lang ang natitira after nito. Dalawa after nito. Ay, hindi, tatlo. Okay. E di, isa-shuffle ko na. Paraan? Sorry, nandidigay ako. Isa-shuffle ko na para tuloy-tuloy. Facebook friends. What if iuntog ko yung sarili ko dito, te? Maybe it's just to keep your distance and stay friends. Wait lang. Okay, alam nyo, she is so real for this. She is so real for Facebook friends. Tamang social media platform yung pinili niya. Kasi pwede mo sabihin Instagram mutuals. Kasi feel ko, common din yun eh. Na madaming tao na parang like someone na you used to date, pero ngayon, Instagram mutual mo na lang. Parang, nung nag-post ako ng TikTok, may nag-comment na, relate siya sa Facebook friends, but make it IG mutuals. Okay. The reason kasi na feeling ko mas tama yung Facebook friends. Una, kasi mas maganda sa pakinggan yung title na Facebook friend, para FF. Ano yung tawag sa ganun? Assonance? Alliteration? I don't remember kung ano yung tawag sa ganung literary device. Or, literary device, ina kasi, kung ano lumalabas sa utak ko eh. Figure of speech. Figures of speech ata. Okay, hindi ako matatahimik. Kailangan ko may tama yun. Okay, next is, kapag sinabi mo kasing Facebook friends, mas malalim siya than Instagram mutuals. Okay? Mas madaling mag-follow ng mga taong nakadate mo sa Bumble at hindi nag-work and magstay as Instagram mutuals. Mas madali yun. Mas malalim kapag Facebook friends kayo. Kaya nga, ito yung tama, okay? Kasi pag Facebook friends, ayun yung parang naging deep talaga yung relationship natin to the point na in-add kita sa Facebook. Kasi I think ang Facebook ay mas personal siya compared to Twitter and IG. Like sa Facebook, parang mga pamilya mo lang yung andon, friends mo na you know personally. And so, meron pang sort of privacy. And so, kapag sinabi mong Facebook friends tayo, ibig sabihin, naging deep talaga yung relationship natin na naging friends tayo sa Facebook and most likely friends mo din yung mga katropa ko. Pagtatanggol ko lang, I think tama lang na Facebook friends talaga. And so, mas malakas yung sapak nito kasi parang sobrang Pinoy ng Facebook. Sobrang Southeast Asian. Kasi Southeast Asian si diba? Si Nikki. Okay. I don't know what you've been up to these days. Probably involves a lot of vinyl and seeking status. I can't spare the bitter while you're forgetting me. Oh! And in the rares that I do cross your mind, I hope you know you always cross mine. And I can honestly tell you that I've been doing fine, but I've done better. I've been better. Okay, I feel like yung sa kahit anong relationship ata, I feel like ito yung worst na part. Kasi you don't hate each other that much. Okay enough kayo to stay Facebook friends. Hindi pa kita binablock. But at the same time, sobrang far na natin from the breakup and how the relationship ended na like parang ito na lang talaga yun. Facebook friends na lang talaga tayo. Okay? Hindi ako galit sa'yo kaya hindi kita binlock. At the same time, hindi rin naman tayo okay para tignan ko kung ano yung nangyayari sa'yo, para actively mag-engage ako sa posts mo. Wala lang talaga. Isa lang ako sa 1,000 Facebook friends mo. So parang, you're just another person. You're just another person who walked into their lives. Ganyan. And yung person na yun is just another person din sa buhay mo. And I feel like yun na yung masakit. Parang, okay na ako, hindi na ako desperado enough para maghabol sa'yo. Pero ito na lang talaga. Okay. Hindi ako before, hindi talaga ako nang bablock ng ex. Unless magkaroon ako ng need to do so. Parang dati, hindi ko mag-gets yung, bakit mo siya unblock? Okay naman kayo. Bakit mo siya unfriend? Okay naman kayo. O, bakit mo siya unblock? Bakit mo siya ibablock? Bakit mo siya ibablock? Bakit mo siya unfriend? Okay naman kayo. Okay na yan, parang hindi ako mag-go ng extra mile para tanggalin ka sa socials ko. Kasi okay na. Wala na akong pake. Until na-experience ko siya na parang, okay. Like, parang, sobrang hindi pa kita kayang makita, I have to, like, remove you. And it's the worst. Okay? So, like, dumating na din ako dun sa phase na block, unfriend, unblock, add friend. Ang gulo. Ang toxic niya, actually. Parang, sobrang papansin. Like, make up your mind. So, parang, dumating na sa part na, okay na. Sige na, Facebook friends. I-mute mo na lang siya para hindi mo na siya makita. Kasi civil enough kayo na okay lang na andyan. Ayan. Ay, tuloy tayo. Always I was late and some ways you couldn't. Wait, okay. Bago tayo mag-move. Ang ganda nung line na yon na parang, I wish we met now. I wish you met this me. I'm pretty sure I know what peace means now. But as always, I was thinking, okay. I feel like, yeah, for sure, meron ako mga relationships na I feel like, na-winish ko na siguro sana yung Yani na to, yung Yani ngayon, yung na-meet mo. then maybe mas naging okay yung turnout ng relationship natin. Kasi ganun kita kagusto talaga for it to work, but yung person, yung version ng self ko na you were dealing with that time, hindi yun yung pinaka-ideal na version of me. Parang ito yung mga times na minsan wini-wish ko na I could have done better, and yung Yani right now would have done things differently. Maybe I would have dealt with things differently and better. But the thing is, parang ano lang talaga yun, wishful thinking lang yun. Kasi hindi rin naman ako darating sa point na to, sa Yani na to, if hindi ko na-commit yung mistakes that I did before. If hindi ako nagpaka-insane. If hindi ako naging insane, if hindi ako naging siguro ganun ka-insecure, if hindi ko nagawa yung mga maling decisions ko, then for sure, hindi ko magigain yung what I know now. Okay? Hindi rin siguro ako magiging ideal right now if hindi yun nangyari. If maglo-look back talaga ako sa relationships ko before, hindi talaga ako proud. Hindi talaga. Like, hindi ako proud of the Yani na nasa relationships na yon. Alam ko na parang I was going through shit. Tapos parang hindi rin talaga ako perfect. Okay? Kaya siguro, alam niyo, kapag may mga naninira na mga ex nila, hindi ko siya magawa. Okay? Siguro, gets ko yung kapag maninira ka ng ex mo, mabadmount ka ng ex mo, kapag minanipulate ka, kapag nag-cheat sa'yo, gets ko yun. Pero ako personally, hindi ko siya magawa sa mga ex ko kasi parang sa mga ex ko, kapag ina-assess ko yung mga relationship na yun, hindi naman ako naging perfect sa relationship na yun, and most of what happened ay, well, may choice ako. Okay? Choices ko din yung nagdala sa sarili ko sa sitwasyon na yun. So, I can't hate how they reacted. Siguro ganun yung naisip ko. Okay, kapag dumadaan tayo sa relationships, hindi naman lahat ng bagay alam na natin. And hindi naman sa lahat ng oras rational tayo. Okay? Actually, hindi sa lahat ng oras dapat rational ka. Minsan, okay maging irrational. Minsan, okay to let yourself feel what you want to feel and act on what you feel. Minsan, okay yun. Okay? Hindi kailangan laging perfect. Hindi kailangan laging politically correct. Hindi kailangan laging righteous. Tama ang choices mo. Kasi kung laging tama ang choices mo, wala kang matututunan, At wala kang maikukwentong nakakatawa sa friends mo. Wala kang lore, wala kang personality, wala kang makukwento sa mga inuman na, hey, ginawa ko to dati. Wala! Wala kang magtatawanan. And so, even if nakakahiya yung mga ganong mistakes, ewan ko, minsan I am thankful na nagawa ko siya. Ganon. Sorry sa mga ex ko. Sorry siguro if may nasaktan ako. Nagkasakita naman tayo. Quits lang naman. Parang, kapag naka-move ka na past a breakup or past a relationship, magiging thankful ka din talaga from what you learn from that. So that's the only way that we can grow. Okay, next. But anyway, in the rare case that I do cross your mind, and you sync. You better know you always cross mine. Honestly tell you that I've really been trying to go and find better. There's no one better. Parang hindi pa nakaka-move on. Parang yung person na dito ay hindi pa nakaka-move on. But at least, they're doing better than before. Kasi sa breakups talaga, okay, mahirap talaga ang breakups. I learned that last year. Hindi talaga, para ka talaga namatayan. Okay? Kaya nga grabe yung grief that comes with breakups. Kasi, well, yun naman talaga, namatayan ka ng isang relationship and merong isang person na isipin mo, grabe yung connection mo, halos araw-araw mo silang kasama, and nag-invest ka talaga ng emotions for that person. And then, biglang, mawawala. So, mahirap talaga ang breakups. May time after a breakup na mababaliw ka, na you're just insane, na haunted ka talaga by the memories and haunted ka by regrets. Also, meron ding time na parang magiging okay ka na. And you're doing well enough na hindi ka na nababaliw. But at the same time, may feelings ka pa rin. Feeling ko, yun yung face nung person na nasa Facebook friends. Kasi, may part na kapag completely over ka na talaga ng relationship, mas maluwag na sa pakiramdam. Hindi mo na makifeel yung ganung, hindi mo na makifeel yung parang, I've been trying to find better. Kasi kapag completely over ka na sa isang relationship, hindi mo makifeel yung need na maghanap ng isang pang relationship para tapalan yung pain na na-feel mo from the breakup. Are easier than others. And most nights, I don't feel like a help. And it doesn't hurt as much to think. Miss hearing your laugh. So maybe, once more we'll cross paths. Or maybe we won't. So like may acceptance na din. Dun sa part na yun. May mga, okay, kapag nandun ka talaga sa part na hindi ka pa completely over, pero papunta ka na, may feelings ka pa, pero una ka na, minsan okay, may days na okay, and then minsan may mga oras talaga na parang ikamamatay mo pag naisip mo na iba na yung makakasama nila. Okay, may time sa breakup na parang ang hirap tanggapin na hindi ako yung person that is right for them, and aware ako enough sa fact na hindi talaga ako yung taong yun for them, and hindi rin sila yung taong yun for me. Pero ang hirap tanggapin. Kasi nga mahal mo yung person and you want it to work so bad. Pero and then yung line na maybe we'll cross paths or maybe we won't. May acceptance na kasi. Okay, guys, sa mga breakups, alam nyo, na-realize ko, sobrang common pala yung sabihin na maybe in the future will work out. Akala ko, like, parang isang beses lang yun nangyayari or all. Apparently, that happens. That happens pala, madalas. Feeling ko gets ko. Kasi syempre, kapag mahal nyo pa yung isa't isa, tapos magbe-break kayo, parang may part of you na gusto nyo magtanim ng seedling na pwede nyong panghawakan, na hope, na parang, maybe if mapagdaanan natin yung mga dapat natin mapagdaanan on our own, maybe someday, we can work out. But, hindi yun healthy, I think. Siguro okay lang, pero hindi healthy pang hawakan yun. Kasi kung panghahawakan yun, may stuck talaga kayo dun sa relationship na yun. And hindi nyo nabibigyan yung sarili nyo ng opportunity to meet other people, to make better connections na baka mas tama para sa'yo. Well, I'll keep you in this song. And maybe it doesn't have to be so wrong to try. But for now, we'll stay Facebook friends. Minsan talaga guys. Minsan talaga guys, yung pagiging Facebook friends, yun na yung the best that you could get out of someone. Okay, next! Okay, Anaheim muna tayo. Hindi ko siya super naging favorite. Okay. Naalala ko na tong kantang to. Ito yung kanta na parang si Nikki yung kumakanta, si Nikki sabihin, yung person ay like, hindi talaga sila buo on their own, and madami pa silang gustong i-figure out, madami pa silang tanong, and then someone came along na sobrang okay nung person na yon, sobrang okay nung love na pinapakita sa kanya nung person na yon. But then, itong si Ate Nikki, si Nikki, yung person ay hindi pa siya tapos mag-heal, maybe from a previous relationship. Yun yung point ng Anaheim. Right. Okay. In a perfect world, I'd kill to love you the loudest. So you see, I'm lying, babe, and let this go. Can never promise you tomorrow. I've yet to learn how not to be his. Yup, tama. Siya ay galing sa isang relationship. Hindi pa siya tapos mag-heal from that relationship. I feel like ang hirap ng gantong situation. I have never experienced na parang hindi pa ako tapos mag-heal from a previous relationship, and then someone came along and showed me love na parang sobrang good and healthy, na ang hirap i-turn away nung person na yun kasi sobrang okay nung person na yun. Hindi ko pa siya na-experience, but I feel like ramdam ko yung hinayang and regrets and yung pagiging apologetic na hindi ko ma-reciprocate yung love na binibigay mo sa akin kasi hindi pa ako okay. I'd give anything to stop that and drive around. Mali yung tono kasi hindi ko gamay yung kantang to. Sorry. Tinay ko pa kasing kanta yun eh. I won't ever recognize these roads because I am lost but not in you. Oh no! Ang sakit! Alam nyo, iniisip ko kung ano yung may feel ng person na nandun sa other end. Feel ko yung person na yun, if mababa yung self-esteem niya, siya yung magiging back burner. Oh yes, meron din siyang kanta sa album ni Ate Nikki. Pero if yung person na yun ay secured enough para sa sarili nila, and like, mahal ka talaga nila genuinely, yun yung mga taong kaya ka nilang i-let go, para makuha mo muna yung healing na gusto mo. Kasi like, alam kong mahal kita, but alam ko na yung need mo na healing ay hindi sa pagpasok sa panibagong relationship. Ang similar na song na naalala ko dito is Ghostin'. Ghostin' ni Ariana Grande. May kanta si Ariana Grande na na parang, alam ko Ghostin' yun. Oo. Ayun, I know you hear me when I cry. I try to hold it at night while you're sleeping next to me. Sorry, favorite ko rin sa Ariana Grande. Solid. Ayun, feel ko yung inaalala ko sa Anaheim. Ininext ko na to, pero ito yung isa sa magandang line. And I can't live with myself because I know you'd die for me. And yung person na kumakanta is parang ayaw niya maging selfish to keep this person sa kanya kasi alam niya nasasaktan niya yung tao. Okay. Yep. Next tayo, guys. Kasi sobrang haba na ng video na to. Sobrang OA na. Okay, itong Oceans and Engines. Gusto ko masaya tayo, so last ko yung Take a Chance with Me. Itong Oceans and Engines ay, masakit. Alam niyo, tama ba ako ng pagkakaintindi na itong kantang to is because yung other person magpa-fly to a different place. Tama! Kasi nung sinabi ko siya sa ilang friends ko, parang hindi nila, ganun ba? Ganon, yun na nga yung literal na nasa music video, te. Magbe-break sila kasi lilipad sila sa ibang lugar, yung other person, ayaw ata nila mag-LDR. Yun ata yun. Kaya nga oceans eh. Kasi sea, travel to different place, engines, airplane. Right? Okay. Can't let go. Outgrow pala. Let go. Mother said, you younger me was a pretending prodigy, will nothing. I feel like itong Oceans and Engines, ito yung mga relationships na ayaw nyo naman talagang mag-end. Pero it has to. Kasi, yun nga, meron kayong ipe-pursue na other things. Tapos alam nyong hindi magsusurvive yung relationship. I think yun. Your airplanes away, di ba? Tama ako. But heaven denied. Okay. Kahit hindi ko na-experience na meron akong, sorry, hindi ako makapag-isip kasi kumakanta si Nikki. Kahit hindi ko na-experience yung meron akong person na parang lumipad sa ibang lugar, tapos alam ko hindi na babalik, kaya mag-end na yung relationship namin. Naalala ko na iniyakan ko tong kantang to. Kasi it's about a relationship ending. Tsaka ang sakit nung, ito yung chorus. Kids, basahin natin. But I'm letting go. Yes. I'm giving up the ghost. Yes. But don't get me wrong. I'll always love you. That's why I wrote this very last song. I guess this is where we say goodbye. I know, I'll be alright. Someday, I'll be fine. So, most likely, yung relationship na to nag-end. Hindi naman siya sobrang bad na relationship. It's just that may circumstances na hindi nyo control and kailangan niya mag-end. And like, the only thing left for you to do is to let go. So, like, naalala ko naalala ko yung sinabi na, but I'm letting go. Yung ganong ngawa, sis. Yung ganong eksena sa CR or sa kwarto. Over. Okay. Someday, I'll be fine. But just not tonight. Alam nyo, ayan ang something na I feel like dapat mas ina-advise ng mga tao. kapag nakikita niyo yung isang person na heartbroken, or ikaw, sa sarili mo, kung heartbroken ka, if sobrang sakit talaga, hayaan mo lang yung sarili mong makaramdam ng pain. Hayaan mo lang na masakit. Hayaan mo lang na umiyak ka about it. Huwag niyong pigilan yung mga tao na, hindi, ganito gawin mo. Para hindi ka ma-distract. Ano tayo? Ganito. Punta tayo sa ganyan. Hanap ka ng ibang tao. Magka-club tayo. Kasi hindi yun nakakatulong. Okay? If yung isang person ay heartbroken, let them cry. And let them be heartbroken about it. Like, hayaan mo yung pain na gumanon. Kasi kailangan mo yun. Kapag the more na makontain siya, the more na may stock siya dyan. And kapag mag-settle ka with, like, ano ba to? Mga activities na parang superficial, hindi ka talaga makakaget over ng ganun kadali. Okay. Next. Alam niyo, dapat 2 p.m. aalis ako. 2 p.m. na! Kasi magto 2 hours na ata ako nag-shoot na. sorry. Okay. Ito na. Dito na ako. Fast forward ko na to. I'm letting go. Falsetto, I'll ever sing to you, my great lost love. See, walang bahid ng like galit dun sa kanta kasi most likely yun nga, good naman yung relationship. Nag-end lang talaga. Okay guys, now na na-reach na natin. Ito na ang last song ko from this album, which is Take a Chance With Me. Last na tayo guys, bago tayo mag-end. Maraming salamat. Ito na. Love you died for, his love you died for, the kind that colors the sky. Nakakamiss magkaroon ng crush, no? I think in Take a Chance With Me is ito yung parang gustong-gusto mo talaga yung person. And like, in love ka with that person and you are pursuing that person. Kaso yung person na yun ay parang hindi nagre-risk. Maybe meron silang reasons. Okay, maybe meron silang reasons kung bakit hindi sila nagtitake ng risk. Probably because hindi naman talaga nila gustong pumasok sa isang relationship, pero gusto ka rin nila. Pero ayaw lang din nila pumasok sa relationship. Basta meron silang mga doubts. And so, ito yung kantang ilalabas mo. Which is Take a Chance With Me. Parang, hey, ganito kita gusto. And gusto mo rin naman ako, seemingly. So, bakit hindi natin gawin? Why don't we? Why can't we? Why? Why not? Doesn't know that I'd stop. Make him smile. She's down bad. Yung back burner down worst. Ito down bad. We for once say what we want. Say what we feel. Na-experience ko ng this girl, our world, run to what you know is real. Take a chance with me. Take a chance with me. Nakarelate ako sa kantang to nung time na ano talaga siya? Well, it was a situation. Hindi ko alam if it was a situationship. I think, yeah, ata. Tapos parang yung situation na yun, you like me, I like you. Hey, this is what I can give. Yan, offer si bakla na parang, I think we can make it work. Talon ka lang, te. Ako yung bangin, tumalon ka lang. Go. Saan ka ba napunta? Chari. So parang yun yung time na parang, ganun-ganun ako sa Take a Chance With Me. Okay naman ang Take a Chance With Me, honestly. Hindi naman siya toxic na kanta. Pero sinasabi ko lang na parang, while sobrang exciting and heart-fluttering na magkaroon ng gantong admiration for someone, nakakamiss naman yung mga ganong feeling. Parang, ayoko na dumating ulit sa point. Parang kailangan ko pang ipakita sa someone na, hey, tara na. Parang, ewan ko. Hindi naman siya nagbibig eh. Honestly, hindi naman siya nagbibig. Pero, parang, if ever man sa mga susunod na tao or sa mga susunod na relationships, gusto ko yung parang willingly willingly magpe-pursue na sa akin. Without like, kailangan ko pa siyang gawa ng PowerPoint presentation kung bakit ako. Ganyan. Gusto ko yung pantay. Yun lang. Yun naman yung sinasabi ko. Kasi grabe talaga ang take a chance with me. Like, kapag kanta mo to, parang ka talagang nakaganta na dun sa tao na. Just one chance. Just one chance. Again, hindi naman siya masama. Okay siyang kanta. And if nakaka-relate ka sa kantang to, hindi ka naman dapat mahiya. Okay lang. Also, parang feeling ko, hindi naman dapat ikahiya yung kapag actively ka nagpe-pursue ng someone, na parang pinapakita mo sa kanya na, hey, this is what I have, this is what I can offer. Parang that is not something to be ashamed about naman. Okay lang naman yun. That I'm hopelessly captivated by a boy who thinks love's overrated. How did I get myself in this arrangement? Ayun yung magkaroon ka ng gusto sa someone na hindi naniniwala or ayaw sa relationships. Mahirap siya! Ako kasi naniniwala ba ako sa ligaw? Okay naman, hindi ako very against sa ligaw. Pero hindi ko siya strictly ina-uphold. Parang hindi ako na dapat lahat ng relationships ko may ligaw muna bago. Hindi ganun. Kasi parang as a queer person, parang mas gusto ko yung pantay tayo. Kasi mostly, di ba sa ligaw, in traditional na ligaw, yun yung lalaki, mag-grab yung efforts para makuha yung girl. Hindi naman yun mali. For me lang parang hindi ko siya gusto kasi ayoko nung ganung dynamics na yung isang person lang yung mas mag-i-invest para ipakita na worthy ako of this relationship. Ewan. Para mas okay yung getting to know. Pero sa take a chance with me, kasi para din tong ligaw ba to? Hindi naman siya ligaw eh. Hindi naman paniligaw yung take a chance with me. Pero actively siya nagpe-pursue ng someone. Ako, as a person, parang if may gusto talaga ako, if may gusto akong person this much, and feel ko meron namang chance, ay okay, hindi ako mahihiyak i-pursue. Hindi ko nafe-feel yung need na parang, ako yung dapat nililigawan or dapat hindi ko to gawin at hindi ako mag-pursue. Parang ako, dead ma. Kung gusto ko and feel ko ako yung dapat mag-pursue, okay, di i-pursue ko. Wala. Parang wala yung ganung pressure na dapat pag babae ka, hindi ka Feel ko kasi nga bading ako. So parang hindi ko nafe-feel nung unequal dynamics masyado. Disregard the world and run to what you know is real. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. I'll be your safety net. So why not raise the stakes? Grabe talaga yan, no? Like, sales talk talaga. As in parang, pero grabe yung gantong confidence, na parang, hey, ito yung kaya kong i-offer and I can make you feel safe. And so, confident ako na iharap yung sarili ko kasi kaya kong panindigan kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Grabe yun. Kasi when we pursue people, tapos sobrang natin silang gusto, syempre magsasabi tayo ng words na ganito yung gagawin ko for you, ganyan. But kapag nasa relationship ka na, mahirap yun panindigan. Right? So, parang to have this confidence ay something else. Okay. I know you need this too. Lie to me all you please. I can see right through. Ang stubborn ni Te, look Oh, why can't we for once? Okay. Habang tumutugtog siya, siguro ang qualms? Humugot na naman ako ng isang English word na hindi ko na naman alam yung meaning. Pero ang concerns ko lang dito ay hindi inherently bad or toxic and take a chance with me. Pero if a person does not want to, ewan ko, parang ayoko na mag-pursue ng someone na ayaw talaga sa relationship. Feel ko kasi tayo, ang kulit natin, parang dahil gustong-gusto natin yung other person, kahit sinabi nila na, hey, ayoko nga ng relationships, hindi talaga tinatantanan, gusto pa rin. So, ginusto rin talaga natin kapag tayo yung nasaktan. Kasi choice mo yan. Para siyang 500 Days of Summer. Yes, oh my God, 500 Days of Summer, isa din siya magandang discussion. Kasi clear si Summer na ito lang yung gusto ko. Ayaw ko ng relationship between us. And ito yung boundaries ko. Hindi ko to kayang ibigay sa'yo. Pero parang nga siyang 500 Days of Summer. Ngayon ko lang na-realize. Pero si Tom, hindi niya tinatanggap yon kasi sa tingin niya, kilala niya si Summer and alam kong gusto mo rin ako and mababago yung isip mo. Kahit sinabi na sa kanya ni Summer na ito ako as a person, ito lang yung gusto ko. And so, nasaktan si Tom, hirap na hirap siya mag-move on. Right? Oo nga, 500 days of summer nga. Ngayon ko na-realize. And so, feel ko, siguro nung sinabi ko na ayoko na makarelate sa kantang to, kasi ayoko na dumating sa point na parang mayroong isang person na magsabi sa akin na transparent siya na ayaw niya ng relationship and hindi niya kaya mag-pursue ng something deeper with me. Tapos ipipilit ko kasi gusto ko siya. Ayoko na nun. Yun pala yun. Okay. Naintindihan ko na siya nung nakarating na ako sa end ng song. Okay. So, yun ang discussion natin sa album ni Nikki na sobrang haba nito. Diyos ko! Nakakaloka! Okay. That pala, hinati ko na lang to into 2 parts. Pero, hindi, sige. Ito na ang longest Yanni's Room episode. If bibigyan nyo ako if i-rank ko ang favorite songs ko from this album, top 3 ko ay number 1, Facebook Friends. Yes. Number 2, Keeping Tabs. And then, number 3 ay... hirap ng number 3 Number 3 ay... Siguro Back Burner. Yun yung tatlong favorite ko from this album. And para sa mga sisi ko na nakaalpas na, okay, hindi na nakaka-relate sa Nicole, I am so proud of us. I am so proud of us. And hopefully, hindi na maulit. Unless... Minsan kasi nakakamiss mabaliw, okay? But I am proud of us. And para sa mga taong andito pa rin, sister, ubusin ko, tas pukpok ko sa'yo, wait lang. Yun lang naman, para sa Nicole listening party dito sa Yanni's Room, ang question ko, of course, is ano ang favorite song nyo from Nicole album? Pwede nyo na rin isama kung bakit. And thank you so much for listening to this episode. Sana nag-enjoy kayo kahit nasa CR tayo. Follow us on our socials at Kwarto ni Yanni on IG and TikTok. Naglalabas kami ng new episode every Thursday 9 p.m. sa Spotify and sa YouTube. So, i-follow nyo na rin kami sa Spotify. Please, i-follow nyo yung Yanni's Room. Subscribe kayo, tas rate nyo 5 stars. Yes! Also, na-appreciate ko if nagko-comment kayo sa mga videos kasi binabasa ko yung mga sentiments nyo. Follow nyo na rin ako at Yanni Hates You, Yanni Hatsu sa lahat ng social media platforms. And I'll see you next week. I promise, mag-discuss na ako ng movies next week. Promise. Ang saya pala mag-shoot dito.